around in the world and in the communities. And so we're so grateful to be here. Couple things I wanted to talk about tonight. If you see everything on the page, it's like that. Whatever is on that page is like that. So I could kind of come in and hang out with you guys and tell you what's going on in the community. Now let me take a look at a few things here because it'll bring my thought pattern back that I wanted to give a shout out to a few people. So I'm going to start out with shout outs. Okay, and so we want to give a shout out to Shore Local News. That Shore Local News is here in our community, and I like that they're here in Atlantic City. And I just want to come here and just hang out and not talk about everything that's going on right now around the world, because it can be kind of devastating to the mind, and it just keeps you not relaxed all the time. You hear the news on what the government is doing, who's getting fired and stuff, and you do have to stand up in your community. But a lot of times stuff happen unexpectedly. You really don't have time for that. You kind of want to relax. And even though you can be the biggest advocate in the world, so many people are dying around the world. Your neighbor, you look right, you just seen them and they're gone. So you want to really count your time as quality time, because you never know when you have to leave this place. And so I'm just so grateful. And I first want to give a shout out as well to Shore local newspaper. They're one of our newspapers in Atlantic City, and also to the family that my daughter had a loss, and the family had a loss, and friends, and I want to give a shout out to them, and also congratulate my daughter on her graduation as well. A shout out to her. And we just, the list goes on. It's so many people having events in the community now. So many people, and I couldn't name that. So all the events going on. But one thing I want to say is that, we're really moving forward. I'm going to talk about two areas tonight, and that'll be a great that will be a great lift up. So that way we can get through this pretty quick. First thing I want to talk about, and if nobody don't know me, look at the edits. Look at the edits, because my name is Robin Whitfield with the Healing House, like I said, CEO and all that kind of stuff, and we got staff and we're growing. So the first thing I want to talk about is what's going on with our group today. Is we had our second meeting here in Atlantic City on Zoom meeting, and we're working on some big projects here. Right now, I'm going to say shout out to the Showboat, because hotel, they're one of the hottest hotels in Atlantic City, and so we're having an event coming up, and we're working so faithfully with that event. So this week I was able to go out to the block grant yesterday, or the day prior. I believe it was Tuesday and Wednesday, excuse me. And also I was able to finalize some things with them, so I wanted to tell them thank you for that. Second is the name of the project is the AC Hope Community Project Events for 2025. And so we give back to our community, to being a nonprofit corporation. But so this events that's going on, we got the 200 Club Money Stage Winter Wonderland Tea Party, and thank God, shout out to Mac Ross. I got that idea with him in Washington D.C., as well as the city of Atlantic City, who's hosting their parade on December the 6th, which they had sent me a letter, if y'all see on the edits down there, to hold that date, and I sure held it so I can put all these wonderful events around. And so we have that Money Club event, and I want y'all to read the flyer, because as the flyer is growing, things be changing on the flyer. So you just go ahead and read it so I won't have to explain it to y'all. But one thing I have to say is it's at one of the greatest places around. It's called a Showboat Hotel AC, and it's wonderful. We're so grateful to be there at Scarduzio's for all the event, including the Scarduzio Showboat at Scarduzio's, and we're having the Healing House ACC and MCCC Community Scholarship Foundation Music and Art Pizza after party fundraiser. This is a fundraiser here that we're going to have, which is going to be an after party, and come, it is going, you do have to make reservations. We'll talk about that then. But it's a wonderful event, and you got to get ready for that, because how wonderful it's going to be able to have the parade at the same time and all that happening. So people have to come and stay down and stay overnight, and it's going to be wonderful because the Showboat holds great hotel rates as well as the others. Now I don't know who knows. Okay, so I told that. Anything else? I want to keep jumping around. And the last one is the free AC Hope Veggie Community No Grill Barbecue. Y'all know about that. We've been doing it for years. Only thing this time is about choice, and people going to shop for themselves. There's going to be vendors there that you could shop from and all that kind of stuff. And we'll talk about that then. And people going to be able to get their vouchers and all that wonderful stuff that's designed for that. So we're working on those things. Now, the big thing is I'm finished with that. I'm finished with New Jersey's products. So I'm going to jump on to the one in Atlanta, and shout out to everybody there. So now, the one in Atlanta here that we're looking at is one of the first ones in Atlanta that we're having, and we're so excited about that. I'm telling you, we're so excited to be at the Hyatt Place in Atlanta, one of the hottest weekends in our on our calendar as well. And it's the 4th of July weekend. Families are down, families are in the community at that time, and God is creating a wonderful event for our first time to be able to go. But what I'm excited about is that we got a staff going with us, and we had our second meeting today, and it's growing. The staff that you see on the on our events, you talking about, excuse me, let me cut that down. You see Christopher Alexander, Alexander Casillas. Alexander Casillas. He's doing creative writing, publishing, very qualified. And I'm going to tell you, he's my banker. He's my banker. He's been my banker ever since I left. Georgia, there at Chase Bank in Little Egg Harbor. That's the only Chase Bank around here. But he's not a teller. He sits behind. I'm very proud to have him on board. He's very highly qualified. He has this is his little bio. He is a notary, as well as, he's published a book, and he's a book publisher, and he's a graduate from Stockton University. And so we ought to give him a hand. I'm so proud to have him on board. So he's doing a wonderful website for us, along with the other staff members there. And I thank the Lord for that. Yui and I will still be there, but we're creating something really huge. And I'm so grateful. There's nothing but God did that type of thing, as well as being partnered with the CDBG, the Community Block Grant. Did you see the new logo they have on there? That's the new logo for the city. And Kyra did a wonderful job, and shout out to her and Mr. Lance, all of them in the office, and to the city of Atlantic City. They have my heart here. Thank you. I enjoy living in the city of Atlantic City, and by the ocean, for good breathing and all that wonderful stuff. So I'm so grateful to be able to be a part and do it the right way. Another thing is So you know, and proud partners with what is it? Targets. Hey, Targets. You know, Targets gave us $350 already. So I just want y'all to know that you know, we just thank you, Targets, for doing that, and continue to tune in for all the other ones that's going to be able to donate and do those things. So that's in New Jersey. But back to Atlanta, you know, having the team to be able to know that, you know, we're dealing with state, we're dealing with federal at the same time, so they can come on board and come on over to the Hyatt and do their thing. It's a wonderful thing to be able to create this intervention in our Atlanta area as well. And today we had another one individual that came on board with us. He is his first name is Chris. I can't Christopher Grayson, and you know, he came on board with us. A great artist. He does all kind of creativity with music, and we were so shocked to be able to do and incorporate him in with his business as well. These are people who have their individual ideas and their own business that's coming in to create this project events in Atlantic City. Shout out to Stockton University as well. They're working with us to give us a great location where we can have a little closer walk with thee. A closer walk with thee. Oh, and so, and I just thank you. Shout out to Stockton University and all that, as well as, you know, wonderful things like that. So, yeah, so something else I wanted to, Dee Dee. Dee Dee is another local artist who's going to be doing her self thing in with her artistry as well, which is let me make sure, Dee Dee Arts, Creative Arts. Alexander doing publishing, creative writing. Rochelle she got inducted today for CFO. You know, is that they call that CFO? I got CEO and she's CFO, something like that. But we'll go through that. And so I just wanted to thank Rochelle for that, taking on that job and working out with all our creating things where we can get these low income and moderate income things signed for people to be able to be a part of the program and be able to present their artistry at the event during Christmas time, you know, at these wonderful stages. And all the other people I'm meeting, shout out to Sister Jones down there in Birmingham, right there. And let me see, let me get her up. She's been a blessing to us, you know. And so I'm going to go up here and hear what she's saying. Just a minute. Let me make sure I have her name correctly. She's wonderful. She does dancing, and she's a doctor, Pastor Julia Jones. And you know, she's been on my heart very brief. Been following me ever since we left Atlanta, and that's been in like 2021, 2022. She came around that time, and I was so grateful to still be following her on that page in Facebook here. And so I wanted to give a shout out to her because I'm looking for her to be with us in Atlanta and be able to present her artistry and help the community in Atlanta as well, and all those things. Supposed to go on today and make some take a look at Eventbrite. And so I got a chance to do that and just learn with it and dizzle around with the app, you know, after downloading it and learning how to use the app, which is a great thing. So I was able to do that as well. One thing is for sure, God is in the blessing business, and we're so grateful for all the things that's coming up. You got so much going on, but one thing I had to say is over there at the Hyatt place, if you look, they host wonderful events there. We're so grateful to have that location, and a shout out to Publix and all the ones that we're reaching out to now since the flyer is designed. I could start getting this idea into work for donations and getting all this onto the Eventbrite app, letting everybody know what's incorporated and what's on the program and all that stuff. And we're so grateful for that because we want to be able to give back to the organization that's on the flyer there. And I'm going to pull this up because it is a wonderful thing, you know. I also want to say shout out to the Community Food Bank in Atlanta. You know, I did talk to my girl, and she's going to be giving us great information and flyers to be able to present there to show people about healthy habits and healthy ways of eating. And to T underscore N underscore and fitness there on Instagram. A shout out to you. I hope that you can be a part of us at this great event, making this fitness program and fitness event an outstanding event, as well as where my friends at, where my fans at. I'm telling you, dogs, if you could just do it for me, that'd be wonderful to get, and maybe you can help me do some steps to get this weight down. But anyway, that's wonderful. And also, shout out to the city winery in Atlanta, Philly, and New York. All those they host wonderful events, and boy did I learn, and so yes, we will be reaching out to them. I found a lot of places that you can have wonderful events. I just saw one on Instagram. They think I don't see that one at that aquarium where they doing all that yoga in front of the seafood place, the aquarium is wonderful. And so they got a great events. It is so awesome. I saw that on Instagram. So, you know, but the main thing is when you having these events, right? Who are you giving back to? Who are you giving back to? And I'm going to end with this. Are you giving back to you, or are you giving back to yourself? And you know, some of these look like I've been on 20 minutes, so I got 5 more minutes that I'm going to do this. Before I answer that question about who are you giving back to, I got to say something. I'm jumping around because I got to say something to all the hotel casinos here in Atlantic City. I do. Because there's some hotels in Atlantic City that I've been scheming through that has some wonderful places like Pool After Dark. You know, they're doing some renovations here. The Ritz is one of the oldest hotels here that's standing in Atlantic City, and I'm proud of that. They have the Fox Hotel that's across the street. They're going to be doing some wonderful things with that hotel to renovate it and make it beautiful. But here at this place is really been, they're remodeling the pool and all that, and I don't know if it's going to be ready for this summer. Why you want to go to pool? To hang out. You know, you want to go to the pool and hang out. It's a safe place, you know, take your kids and all that. But if it's going to be renovated here, and I hope some people here are hearing it, you know, there's some great places to go. Instead of complaining, you could go and just hang out and enjoy the summer and not have to worry about, hey, I want to get in the water and all that. Well, not all the time you want to go to the beach. You just want to just hang out and go to the spa. They have a lot of places here at some of the casinos. I called one today over there at the Tropicana and all that kind of stuff. All of them got top rooftop pools and indoor pools and outdoor pools. But some of them here, you got to stay overnight to use it because it's not one, you can go pay a 1-day membership and go hang out at the spa. But over at the Pool After Dark, the name fools you. the name do. You know, because it don't have to be after dark. That's what I wanted to tell y'all. It don't have to be after dark. To take your family during the day and get a 1 day pass and go ahead. It's beautiful. It is. Pool after dark. I'm going to post that. And shout out to Harris. They got a nice one. I'm telling you, so you can go over there and don't make it twilight and don't make it after dark. You know, you can go over during the day and hang out and all that kind of stuff. And you know, I like to go see because I ain't never been in the pool after dark. I've been living here all these years, ain't never been to no pool after dark. And so, you know, if I go over there, I get a chance to look and see, you know, what's going on and see if I want to have something there during the daytime. For who? For families. For families. What everybody here will say, oh, I want to go to pool after park. Well, my kids can't go because it's pool after dark. And everybody take them during the daytime. Take them during the daytime. The whole family go. Take a little something and go over there and check it out. I bet you they would enjoy that kind of stuff, the kids and all that. And getting in the pool and stuff. All you got to do is go there and check it out. But anyway, those are some kind of things that I'm doing to say, hey, I'm here. Hey, Ruth, something on there. And so if you want to go and have the pool area while it's being constructed here. Another thing is down here at the Tiki Bar, the bar, what they call it, the beach bar. They're doing wonderful events. I found this out at the CRDA meeting. You know, they're renovating that pool, and they're going to make it bigger down there. You know, down there at the beach bar, right down there by resorts, and which is the land shark area. You know, right there on the side. Oh, it's going to be wonderful. So the pool is going to be bigger. It's going to be chairs around and all that. So that's a good place to go right there at the beach bar down there if you can't get to the pool in here and at the Ritz location. But anyway, yeah, I wanted to make sure that I did that. Shout out to the Borgata. They all reached out to me, and Tropicana, and all the local places have wonderful places. What about the Golden Nugget? The Golden Nugget always, remember I worked at the gift shop at the Golden Nugget. They're a wonderful hotel. It's nice in there too, and it don't be crowded all the time. And they got a nice place where you can go down and eat on the outside, nice eating areas and stuff. I always liked it, the Golden Nugget. And I always liked their rooms. I did. You know, the Golden Nugget used to be Donald Trump's wife hotel before all of them got closed down and everybody got fired and stuff, No, for real. And so, but now it's called the Golden Nugget. It used to be called something else. Anyway, I'm not going to get into all that stuff. But, yeah, so I just wanted to give a shout out to all those local hotels and stuff. And it'll come back to me. So while it's coming back to me, I want to take a look here at a couple things before I do that, so my mind could come back on track what I wanted to say. Okay, so, and my people, another thing is, did y'all ever hear of Visit AC? Visit AC is one of my favorite places, favorite agencies. It's called Visit AC. They handle the whole advertisement, tourism and marketing for Atlantic City. They do the cities and all that. And I'm going to tell you, I wish that they would be able to do mine here, and I wish they can do it in all 50 states. But they just doing it here in New Jersey. But they're wonderful. And they're my peoples, and I've been in meetings with them, and they're called Visit AC. They do great publishing and tourism and marketing. So that's who I'm going to be using. Shout out to Simply Buckhead, who does their magazine that's local in Buckhead and Atlanta Journal, who I'm going to to be using for advertisement. Why? Because you can do the local hit, and you could do a whole Atlanta hit. Makes sense. Closer to, because I'm here, closer to time. You can't do that, so you're gonna have to spend a little money because you ain't there. So you ain't gonna do. So maybe you could hook up a deal for the month or something to keep it running. So that's what I'm looking for this wonderful event closer to when we get to July. This event is held on July the 6th from 1 to 4 p.m. at the Hyatt Place. You can stay overnight there. They got great room rates. I'm looking forward to bringing my group down. We have Dee Dee Rochelle. We got Alexander, and now we got Chris and his family, and maybe we can get a group rate to come down and blow it out. So let's go back to now. I remember, who are we giving? Who are we giving back to? And I got stuck with that on creating this idea. Because I'm so used to being with the community food bank in Atlanta, just saying this is a potential partner, and we still are, getting literature, and you got to let people know where to go at to eat and stuff. So that's a good thing. But still, who are we giving back to? And I thank the Lord that He showed me the AIDS Health Foundation. They're nationwide. So if I need to read that, because it's a wonderful thing to be able to give back to that community. During that time where the 4th of July is, you got all kind of things that's happening in the community. But, knowing what the 4th of July is all about, and knowing that, what about the veterans and people that need housing, and with the AIDS Foundation, even veterans here in Atlantic City as well. So I want to look at this really quick before I go out, because God gave me this. I didn't just think this up. God gave me this, and I had been churning it from God a long time. I didn't. I was so much involved with the food industry that I didn't want to pay attention to that until he kept back to me. And it was time. Sometimes some things come with time. It's timing with all this. So I need to pull this up here so I can talk 1 minute. I cannot close out without taking a look at this here. Just a second. And I do apologize, you guys, for holding you up. So it's called the Aid Atlanta. Aid Atlanta is on 1438 West Peachtree Street in Northwest Atlanta. And that's who we giving back to, Aid Atlanta, in that district. And so that's what, and they have a different ones in all other cultures. So I will be reaching out to you guys, Aid Atlanta. I'm calling you out. There's the AIDS Health Foundation, Healthcare Foundation, and is on Peachtree, and that's 1438 Peachtree Street, Northwest Atlanta, Georgia. That's one there as well. I'm looking forward to reaching out to that location as well. And God is going to show me who we're working with the AIDS Foundation. He'll show me. And so you got the AIDS one on Auburn Avenue, AIDS Health Foundation. That's 3 of them. I believe it is 3. It looks like I just read it, unless I read the same location. But this one is on Auburn Avenue, 659 Auburn Avenue in Atlanta, Georgia as well. So I'll be reaching out to you guys. I also saw, let's see what this one is. This one is in Midtown, 738 Midtown, Piedmont Road, Piedmont Avenue, Northeast Atlanta. AIDS Health Foundation Healthcare Center in Midtown in Atlanta. So these are the ones that I screenshotted out to reach out to. There's an AIDS Health Foundation Wellness Center in Philadelphia as well. So by screenshotting this, I found out all this information, and we also have South Jersey AIDS Alliance. These people, including myself, that's why I'm in be learning about this information, and I, recent research is very important. So you reach out, but we do have one in South Jersey, AIDS Alliance. I want to give back to that community, get involved, because that's what I stand for, and that's what I love. And as I learn it, I can talk about it more. And so that's what I need to do, make the first step to know about what I'm talking about before I'm talking about. And that's who I want to give back to at this time, is the AIDS Foundation. There's a lot of stuff going on, people in need that need help and housing right here in our community. Right here in there's a percentage here that needs housing and needs help from the AIDS Foundation. And it touched my heart about it, really do. And so different sexes, we got people that are been in the military, and don't think they're our age. They're young people. There's older people. It's a lot of people. Did you know they have babies with AIDS? Babies. So I just thank the Lord for having a direction on knowing what you have to do. You got to get a direction first. That's why I said watch this flyer grow. Watch it grow, because I was about to put on, hey, let me put it the registration and RSV and who amount, what we need for the fundraiser to get in, and all that, fees and funds right there on Eventbrite. But it took a long time. So what we calling this week the slow down week. It ain't time to put nothing on. Tickets will go on sale, this and that. It ain't time for that. I saw also, I knew nothing about the AIDS Foundation with Mary J. Blige, where she had a raffle going, which is a great idea. When you're nonprofit, you can start raffles and stuff. So I'm working on those things, getting my raffle license set up for New Jersey as well as Atlanta, to be able to fundraise with these raffles, to give back. And we don't play. We give back big. That's what we do. We give back big. So, but in order to give back big, you need funding. So I will be reaching out to Publix. I got a flyer, and I'm going to reach out to PetSmart and all those little small stores before I can get some bigger sponsors. I have to go to the city of Atlanta and see what's on their website for funding as well, to put this event on, because I want to give back to that community right there in Atlanta, man. It is something, and be able to flip it here in Atlantic City. We need it. We need it, and I gotta go out with this, and I'm done with this. I gotta show y'all something here on Instagram. Just a minute. This was one of the funniest things, and then I'm leaving because I'll talk all night. So let's do this thing. It was one that I have to see, and it was from the AIDS Health Foundation. Let me see. Let's see if I can pull it up. Boy, did that hit me. Let me see. I might could find it, because I did get some. Yeah, there it is. Wait a minute. And so I'm trying to hold up. Okay, so they also have the AIDS Health Foundation AIDS Walk of Atlanta 5K. I love that. They're on Instagram, and they got a nice site. It's called the AIDS Health. I think it's in Florida. They got a nice site. They always have stuff going on with the y'all know what I'm saying, and all that. I got to get the letters right. LBGQs areas and all that. So let me see if I can get this up here, because just a minute, because that thing made me laugh so much. I have to show you guys this here. Just give me 1 minute. Alrighty. Okay, that wasn't it. Okay, so now I'm gonna see if it's somebody else here. Just a minute. So it looks like I'm going there. Okay, let me see if I can find it. So the last one I'm gonna find might be one in the north. Just a minute. One more time. Okay, and if I don't, all right. So I'm gonna slow down and go all